Hey there, I wanted to reach out with an update on the Google Play CSV Maker. Updates have been done to the software so that it actually reflects the proper catalogs that you provided. Um, you can, oh no, I have to do one more change. You can come here and see the default data that is already loaded in everything. This is something I just placed here to easily and quickly provide an example. Um, when you go ahead and I mean, what you can do is that you can tell me what is the exact values that you want to have as defaults, and what is the values that you want to be preserved between record edition and record edition. For example, in this case, if I go ahead and hit, as soon as I loaded the sheet, add record, it would go ahead and try to add all this information for 172 countries, the list that you sent me. So right now I'm just going to select these two so that it's more accessible. And that's that. I hit add record. So it takes information from the input fields and adds to the CSV string the composite of this information. It empties out event ID, advert name, images, video ID, description, and square images. As I understand, this might be fields that will change in every advertisement. Um, I think that once you get to use it, this is the layout you should see at start, without the example, whatever, written on the fields. But you can decide that. Just let me know what you think, and please test it out so that we can compare this output with perhaps an output generated directly with the Google Play tool, and just to see what else we can adjust. As you can see now, you can precise time for all the time fields, and that's pretty much it. Um, Once you have added one or more records, you just hit download CSV, and it will create for you a CSV file with the indicated data. Here we can see that we have the data that we had input on these fields. We have the dictionary values. We have the timestamp in the format a month, day, year, space, hour, minute. Um, Default language is in US. In this case, this is the countries we selected. And for example, for taglines, images, video IDs, it does the breakdown of indicating the country and the language and the file for each item as examples provided. Uh, Here is one of the things that I had curiosity on. The many countries on the list, because there are quite a few, have this code, each one for their code. The thing is that we are providing for each one of them an indication to use English. Um, we could also get the international language, like associated with default with each country, and set up something like that in here. But I am assuming you would actually need to generate multiple language data so that that can be done. So for now, it's just English for everything. Now, what I would like you to do is perhaps to create the output, as in this case you've done, so that we can compare with something of more of a working workload, of a real workload. As well, this is something that we should be able to create now with the existing client. Now, one thing is that when we go ahead and use the client to create something for 172 countries, we will see that we have a significant amount of text per entry. Why is that? Because we have to create one entry per country for multiple reasons. One for the tags, one for the images, one for the video, one for the long description, one for the example square images, and that's that. So we can make this text go away so that you don't actually have to see it, and we can add some sort of interface that lets you know the records you have created and perhaps see the information that is not so text thick displayed literally, and this like resumed in some sort of brief tag that says 172 countries, and that's that. When you generate the CSV, it will properly do so with like the entire text. Wrap text. Okay, so we can see here how it goes ahead and generates the code per country. It looks funny because it's short, but this is the way it looks like in reality. So I'm certain that I'm missing something. I would like you to please take a look at it and see if you can spot any kind of problem. Try to create an output with this and see if when trying to input it in the Google Play CSV input, you get any kind of error. We could engage in an online meeting to go ahead and test it out, and perhaps to collect some sort of functionality feedback live. Please let me know your thoughts. I'd be glad to continue assisting you with this. And if the modifications to get to functionality are not that complicated, we can keep it in. We can keep these modifications within the price you have already paid, but that'll be like depending on how much more work is needed. I don't think it's much more is needed, so please test it out and tell me if we can like troubleshoot minor details and get it to work as soon as possible. Thank you and goodbye.